Good morning, speech students, and welcome to our first describing lesson, language lesson for our distant learning. You should have your worksheet out with the list of the 7 describing words, and there's going to be a cool little picture on there. Does it look familiar? So let's start with word number 1 of the 7 describing words. What is this? If you said plant, you are correct. It is a type of plant. By looking at your worksheet, can you guess what type of plant this is? If you thought California flannel bush, you are correct. This is a California flannel bush. So going down our list of words, number 2 is size. Do you think this is a big or a little plant? Looks like it's taking up my whole video screen. Does that give you a clue of whether it's big or little? Next on our list is color. What color do you notice when you look at this plant? That's right, it's yellow. Big and yellow. What's the shape of this plant? It's kind of hard to tell the shape. It's kind of all over our screen, so maybe we should kind of look at it a little bit closer. And we can look at the shape of the leaves and the shape of the flowers. So the leaves and the flowers kind of have a triangle shape to them right here. If you look at the petals of the flower, I can draw a triangle with each one of these, and also on the leaf it's kind of like a triangle shape. So I'm going with triangle shape. What about number 5? Is there just only one flower on this plant or many flowers? There's lots, probably hundreds of flowers all over this plant. So many flowers. Next is where. Is this plant inside or outside? You guessed it, outside. See that big blue sky back there is a clue. It's really big, so that's another clue that it's outside. See a hillside in the background. And the last thing is when. So this plant is blooming right now, and we just celebrated the first day of spring. So would you say the important part about this plant is that it blooms in spring? I say so. So let's review our describing words, because we always want to think about these 7 describing words when we're talking about something, and we can use these for comparing and contrasting too. So we talked about what this was. It's a plant. It's a California flannel bush. We talked about the size of this plant. It's a really big plant. It's taller than I am, it fits up the whole screen, and it's almost as white as a house. We talked about the color. The color you notice first when you look at this is yellow. We talked about the shape. We had to kind of look really deeply at this and not think in general, but think as a specific shape was a triangle shape. We talked about number. There are many flowers, probably hundreds of them. We talked about where this plant is, it's outside, and we talked about when it blooms and in spring.